Hey, Zachariah here from Zen Marketing, and today we're gonna go and explain how to create campaigns in Meta Ads successfully, so you don't spend money, but you actually print money. So we're gonna dive into that and how to create a campaign, how to create ad sets, the different kinds of campaigns and the different kinds of ad sets, how to create and manage your pixels and APIs and all of that, because I understand can be sort of difficult. And then we're gonna go for the ads in themselves. Okay, so let's get straight into that. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, is go on Google and search for Meta Ads Manager, and we're gonna click in the first result. So Meta Ads Manager, we click in here and we're gonna see Ads Manager, create whatever, go to Ads Manager. So when you see this page, it could be this one or it could be this one. Okay, there's different landing pages, different websites for Meta Ads, but it's essentially the same. You see facebook.com. Okay, I'm just showing you the different kind of website that you can see. But yeah, we just click on advertise now or go to ads manager. Then you're gonna see that you have to sign in into Facebook. What's the reason for that? So basically, as we're going to do advertising for Facebook and Instagram, we need to sign in Facebook. So if you don't have a Facebook account, you must create one, because otherwise you can't open a Meta Ads Manager account, so you can advertise. So yeah, just go on facebook.com and open an account. It's really easy. Just put your email, put your number, and put your password, and then just sign in. Okay, so once you do all of this, you're gonna see this tab right here. Yeah, you see, we have the campaigns, the whatever. Okay, so once we are in this tab, we're gonna see a lot of things. You see campaigns, ad sets, ads. You're gonna see this number here. This is basically your ID account. Okay, ad account ID. All right, and then this, don't look at this is nothing important. But then you can see ads reporting, audiences, billing and payments, advertising settings, events manager, and all tools. Okay, so the first step we have to do, so you don't get your Facebook ad account banned, because this happens usually, you have to go billing and payments and put in your credit card or your debit card or your bank account. Okay, that's the first thing I would like to tell you. Okay, and after that we are ready to go to campaigns. Okay, I'm going to explain you really quick. Okay, if you go to ads reporting, you're going to see all the reports basically of the campaigns that you are running. In this moment we're not running anything. I'm just showing you how this works. So yeah, and then billing and payments, as I told you. Then audiences, you can create audiences based on your Instagram or Facebook account. You see, so I have Malaga. This is a place in Spain, so you can go and create audience, and you can custom audience. And you can do, for example, you have a website. If you put on your website, but you have to do some sort of things to do here. So we're not gonna focus very much on audiences. Okay, we're just gonna do the campaigns. Then if we go to advertise settings, then you're gonna see the settings of the advertising. Okay, you see industry, account controls, value rules, meta verified, and then all of these sorts of things. Then if we go to events manager, this is another tab completely different. This is to pixel your is to track all the conversions that you have on your website. So we're not going to do that yet, because this can be kind of difficult. We're going to firstly do the campaigns, and then we're going to go on to the events manager. So we got back to the campaign, and we click on create. And I'm going to explain you what's the difference between every single one of these ones. Okay, so awareness and traffic is just for kind of businesses that just want to get known. Okay, you can spend very little and get a lot of views. Okay, so this is good if you just want as the page is showing you landing page views or Instagram profile visits, or you want people to message you. Okay, and the same with awareness. Basically, if you're doing an ad promotion that something is very, very cheap and you want everyone to know this, instead of going to sales, you're going to awareness. Even if you're trying to sell that offer, if you're trying to reach as much people as possible, then go for traffic awareness. Although I don't really recommend this one, because it's not the best one. Okay, it's not the optimized one for any kind of goal that you have. You must know what you need, but normally you will either go to awareness and traffic or leads are promotional sales. Okay, so leads is basically for kind of businesses that sell services. For example, if you're selling a service for, I don't know, let's say you have a jet ski rental, okay, and you need leads. So you go on leads and create a campaign for leads. So you can then call these leads and tell them, hey, I saw you fill a form. I know you are interested in renting a jet ski. Yeah, basically. Then if you have an app, this is really interesting for you. You can promote your app on Facebook as well. There is a specific campaign objective on apps. So this is really great if you have an app. So then we have sales. The sales is the most used one with leads, obviously. These two ones are the most used one, or basically this is what I use mostly with my clients and with my agency. So sales is basically for those e-commerce that want to sell, no leads, no engagement. They want to sell. Okay, so this is really really good. This is really great for those e-commerce stores. Or for example, if you have you're selling some kind of service or digital product, this is also great. Okay, sales is the most important one if you're just selling. Okay, if you need leads, for example, you need to sell something, but firstly you need to contact the person, then leads is the best one. Okay, but normally the most used one are leads and sales, and then if you want to be shown to more people, awareness and traffic. All right, so in this case we're going to go for sales. Okay, we're going to continue, and then you're going to see this kind of tab popping up. It's a new sales campaign, new sales ad set, and new sales ads. So firstly, let's change the name for this new sales campaign. For example, let's say I'm selling a gym routine, okay? Gym routine in a PDF, okay? For example, yeah? So you have this, you have here campaign details, you have buying type and campaign objective. I normally don't really change this. This is the campaign objective that we just selected. If you got it wrong, you can just select it and change it, okay? Buying type, I will not really recommend you to change it. It's always action, okay? Then we go to Advantage Catalog. If you have an e-commerce stores, then you should do Advantage Plus catalog ads, because basically if you connect your e-commerce store with catalog ads, then you're gonna do promotion on your catalog. This is really good if you have a good catalog and you have nice pictures on that, and you can add products. Okay, so you're gonna go to here and add products, but this is for another video. Okay, for now we're just gonna focus on how all the ads manager works. Okay, then budget. This is really important because if you're running different products or different offers, yeah, I really recommend you to set it on ad set budget. But if you're really just gonna run one product, one offer, then go for campaign budget, because you're just gonna create a one ad set. Yeah. So basically, an ad set is to set different kinds of audiences, different kinds of ages, languages, regions. Okay. So for example, you can do Spain or you can do UK, and you want to split them both, one in the UK and one in Spain. Then we need two ad sets, one for UK and one for Spain. So if you're gonna run different ad sets with different customer audiences or regions or languages, then obviously go for ad set budget. Okay, so for this example, we're gonna do campaign budget. Okay, so we're gonna see daily budget. I don't really recommend less than €5. It depends really on where you are. In the US, is more expensive, so we will need probably 10 to 15 US dollars minimum. Here in Spain, it depends also on what niche are you in and what kind of product or service you're selling. But for this example, we're gonna €5. Okay, so €5, less than €5 or €5 dollars, I really don't recommend that. If you're in a first world country like USA or Canada or Australia, I really recommend you to increase the daily budget to 10 to 15 US dollars minimum. Okay, so in Europe you can do €5 a day, and that's good. You see this daily budget, so we're spending €5 daily. So you can see here the maximum, because this is not fixed. Sometimes you will spend more, sometimes you will spend less, but maximum your daily spend will be 8.75. If you are not comfortable spending or investing, in this case, €8.75 every single day, then you should not be investing in meta ads at all, because this is investing. Actually, you can lose money, but you can make money. So there's a risk associated to everything related to ads. Okay, So then campaign bid strategy, we don't really change this, okay? Highest volume, okay? Then we're really done with this. But last thing, categories. If you're really in any of these categories, for example, you doing ads for job offers, or you're doing housing, or you're doing social issues, or you're doing financial products and services, yeah, then you should select one of these, okay? In this case, it's not our job. This is not the case. So let's go to the next step, okay? Ad set. So once we are in the ad set, let's say I am doing 25 euros gym routine Europe, okay? So what I like to do is set the name to how much I am spending in the day, yeah? So here I am doing 5 euros daily, 25 euros offer, okay? So basically the offer is 25 euros. Then what is the ad about, why I'm selling? So it's a gym routine. And then where is it located? Europe. And if you have more details, for example, you're doing custom audiences. For example, you just want to niche down to people above 40. So then we have the conversion. This is what I was talking earlier about events manager. If you have a Shopify, WooCommerce, or a coded website, then you really should go to events manager, and I'm going to go for that now. And because you can track all the things that people when clicking your ad do. So for example, I click on an ad, the advertising agency or the advertising company, they can track what I do in the website. So that's really important. So you can see how much is being spent, how many clicks I do have in a website, if I do get any sales, because you can get a lot of sales from anything, but then if you have sales from the campaign, you don't really know if you have sales from the campaign. So this is very important as well, to set conversions. Okay, so let's do website. Okay, so personally, I like to do maximize number of conversions, because this is what we are looking. Meta even recommends you that. So we're going to that, okay? Then data set, we just only have one data set, okay? Then conversions event, you're gonna see here, yeah? Add payment info, add to cart, add to wish list, okay? Normally what I like to do, yeah, is to purchase, okay? So just purchase. And then you're gonna see this, set up a conversion event. I'm gonna explain this really, really quick, okay? You can track conversion with standard events or track customer conversions. So we're only gonna go for the track conversions with the standard events. The events manager you see here, yeah, this icon, what we clicked on before, is basically the same button here, okay? So track conversions with standard events. We're going in here, and you're gonna see, okay, this is good, go to done. And we're gonna see the same page as here, okay, events manager. Okay, so once we're here, we're gonna see the pixel, okay, it is called pixel. And then we can continue setup and do, okay, if you have a Shopify, then do Shopify. But if you have another thing, then I really recommend you to partner integrations, okay? Go to partner integration and you can see Shopify or WooCommerce, or conversions API gateway, or BigCommerce, okay, or Google Analytics, okay? You have a lot of things in here, okay? I really recommend you to do this, okay? I'm not gonna do this right now because this can be a little tedious, okay? And I don't have a Shopify store for myself. It's really easy. You just go and connect data, okay, and you select one of these. I can right now, but it's really easy. Just follow the steps, okay, to track all the actions that people are doing when clicking your ad, okay? So we're gonna miss this right now because it is not what I am specifically teaching, but let's go back to here, okay? So back, then we're gonna go cost result per goal. Okay, so you can actually set how much do I want to spend per result. So for example, let's say my product is 20 euros, but I don't want to spend more than 10 euros. This is gonna optimize that, okay? I don't really use this anymore because it doesn't really matter anymore. It used to matter a few years ago, but you can actually set it if you want, okay? But I am not doing this anymore, okay? So attribution model is standard, cost per result. We can even do this anymore. It depends, okay? Sometimes when you create ad set and create a route set, then you can do it, but I'm not doing this, okay? So then budget and schedule, okay? So you remember if you set ad set budget, then this is gonna be changed in here, and you're gonna see, okay, how much do I want to spend for this ad set? Okay, so let's say €5. Okay, and then you're gonna see, when do I want to start this campaign? But maybe you want to set everything now and then publish it. So we leave it like this. Or maybe you want to set everything and publish from the 1st of September. Yeah. So from the 1st of September, you're gonna publish this. Then the audiences, you can actually put in here, yeah, advantage plus on. This is basically AI. Okay, Meta has an AI now, so they can track what kind of audiences you might like. But I don't really use this until I am scaling ad accounts. So when you're starting off, I really recommend you to ask suggestions and locations. For example, in this case, we're gonna do, for example, Spain and United Kingdom. Okay, United Kingdom. So then we're gonna do ad suggestions. For example, as we're selling a training, age from 40. What is it? Age from 40, as we said. Okay, from 40 to maybe 60. Okay, so we have a 20 years difference. Okay, so then gender, you can actually select gender. For example, just for men or just for women. Okay, I just like to select all. Then detail targeting or demographics. So this is basically interests. Okay, so for example, I want this ad to be shown to people interested in gym. Okay, so go on gym. Then people with, when you select one, then you're gonna see more similar to the first one. For example, physical fitness. Okay, health, and for example, fitness trainer. I don't really recommend you add more than 5 or 6, because then it can be very, very detailed, and it is not the best idea. Once we finish this, beneficiary and payer. The beneficiary is the company that is getting the ads, is getting the results of the ads. So it can be different, because if you hire an agency like my agency, then the payer and the beneficiary could be different. I pay the ads and you receive the results. So it could be different. In this case, if you're doing all this by your own, just put on your business name. Okay. You can see the beneficiary and payer are different if it is different. Okay, and placements. This is very important if you want to show on different platforms, on different devices. For example, I just want on mobile or on desktop, or I just want on Android. Okay, so what I like to do is just post on Facebook and Instagram. That's what I like, basically. Okay, or not what I like, but it depends on what kind of product you're selling. Okay, and then placement of controls. Okay, you can actually select which one of these. I use normally just story and reels. Okay, so I just deselect feeds, in-stream for ads for reels, and search results. Okay, and then we only have story and reels. You can see that. Okay, and then when we go to the new sales ad, we can see Facebook page. Okay, so we can select the Facebook page that you have and use Facebook page, or if you have an Instagram account, then you're gonna be able to select that Instagram account if you have that connected. So for example, add one cute guy, cute guy showing pizza, for example. Yeah, then we're gonna scroll down, create that set ad. Yeah, you can create an ad or use an existing post. If you have actually posts and reels and everything on your Facebook or Instagram account, you can use existing posts. In this case, we're not going to use that. We're going to create an ad and manually upload one single image or video. Okay, and you can do carousels if you have different kind of photos and it is very related. For example, one of the €5, and then you show the menu, for example. Yeah, or you show the products that you have in one bundle. For example, you're selling supplements and you're doing an offer for €30, see what you get, and you show the 3 or 4 products that you're selling for just €30. Okay, so in this case, single image or video. Destination, this is very important, the website URL that you're gonna get your source from. For example, let's say my website would be https zem.marketing. So that would be my website. Okay, and then we're gonna do browser add-ons. I don't really use anything. Okay, you can actually call a WhatsApp. If you have a WhatsApp and you manage your, you can sell through WhatsApp your products, then it's okay. I have a client that have a online store, an e-commerce, and then he also uses a lot of WhatsApp to sell. Okay, so that would be okay. In my case, I'm not going to use this. Then add creative. Set up creative image ad or video ad. Let's say video ad. Basically, creative setup. Okay, it is okay. Then we'll go to next media, and then here we have to upload from your PC, or from your PC you have to upload the video or or picture, in this case video. Okay, so I'm gonna go to videos. I'm gonna just select, so for example, I'm gonna do this. Okay, this is not related to not gym routine or pizza or anything, but I'm gonna do this. Next, it is uploading, but we can also actually do next. And then we have to primary text, headline, and the call to action. Okay, in this case, if you're doing buy now, just buy now. Okay, and then you put in primary text whatever you need. Okay, you can see here maximum 125 character, and headline I think is 255. Okay, so primary text, just do what you need. For example, this is the best pizza you will get in the whole area of Malaga for just 6 euros. Come now to whatever. And then headline, you can advantage plus creative text generation, basically AI. Okay, you see, apply all. That is good. And headline, get the best pizza of your life while you are in Malaga. 6 euros for one pizza, for example. Okay, and then you have more headline options. Okay, so you can do different kinds of options. Okay, and that would be next enhancements. You can do this, translate the text. For example, if there are a lot of tourist people on your area, then you can do that. And that would be, then after that you can actually publish this, or you can even create more, duplicate, and then you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna do 3 more ads, and then you duplicate and you go and do the same. Okay, but just changing the ads. Okay, you scroll and you look for, sorry, I'm kind of blind, and you look for the ad creatives. Okay, so you go and change the ad creative, edit media, and you edit video or change video. Okay, or you can delete it and put something like a picture, okay, an image. So that would be the basic ads manager tutorial. I hope you liked it, and if you need more help doing ads or managing ads and running successful ads, just click down below in the description. You have my marketing agency website. We run several campaigns for several clients, and we have one client spending more than 30k per month on ads, on meta ads specifically. So if you're looking to have a successful meta ads campaign, and you, instead of just wasting money, because that's what you're gonna do at first, you have to learn how all this works, but you can actually delegate that part to a marketing agency that knows how to create and manage campaigns, and that is going to print money for you. That's why I love ads, actually, because you can actually print money based on how much money you invest. So if you're looking for running successful campaigns, just click the website or just text me on WhatsApp. You can see the links in the description. If you have a co-owner, or you have your dad is the owner or whatever of the business, just send them this video, and I hope they can find it helpful. So for more, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.